I remember the first time that we looked at our first harvest when we were working together after all those years from us bringing you grapes, and you spreading the grapes out on a piece of white paper on your lab table, and looking at every berry there, and tasting this one, tasting that one, dissecting the clusters to get the flavors that you want. And you have a definitive understanding of what you want and what your view of ripeness is. You're not wishy-washy. I want my grapes like this, and I want this brightness, I want this freshness. And as a viticulturist, as a farmer, it's easy to work with.
Well, and it's easy to have that opinion if you really believe in what you're doing and you have somebody who also understands it. You're a winemaker's grower, and that's a key to it. You've got to have the right starting materials, and if you have a specific set of criteria and the paradigm you have in your mind, and you can at least express that to the person growing the grapes for you, then all the better. And if it works out, you get to take all the bows. Of course, if it doesn't work out, you can always blame the grower.
It's all my fault.
Exactly.
Well, that's why I don't have a real good memory. I just forget about what they say. I think it does stem from your days at St. Jean, where you're given not even a mandate, but allowed to create small individual lots where you celebrate the vineyard. For such a long time, it was like the growers were here, the wineries were there, and there's a war going on. Yeah. They're not going to give you the price. They want this, they want that. But truly it's a collaboration.
Robert Louis Stevenson always talked about bottled poetry and so on and so forth. But I think in every sense of the word, it's a very complex product. Sometimes we make a little too much out of fermented grape juice, but there's so many different flavor profiles that you say, well, I want to make something that I've got my idea, what that little template is in my mind, and you as a grower have to help me get to that point. If you give me the right paints, I think I can put it on the palate the way it needs to be.
Yeah, and that's to me that's to be able to taste it, 2, 5, 10, 40 years later. There's such a sense of gratification.
Absolutely.